What up, everybody? It's your boy JW3, and I just want to thank you for tuning in to Club Talk. So this morning, you already know what we about to talk about. We about to talk about the NBA. Yes, the NBA is back. You already know I'm excited. I ain't even about to talk about it no more. We know what it is. Let's get to it. First game, we got the Jazz versus Pelicans. That's a young, exciting team right there. But the Jazz definitely came out with the experience and they came out with the dub. Mitch had 25 and 5. Rudy Gobert had 14 and 12. And they won the matchup. B.I., you know he had 23. And Zion had 15. It was a solid game, a solid back and forth. And it came down to the final buzzer, Rudy Gobert knocking in the free throws. Shout out Rudy, Clutch Gene right there. Definitely was a great win for them and their push to get to the playoffs. They are definitely a dark horse, especially if they bring Boban back. Definitely a sleeper. But I want to talk about Zion right now. Yo, I don't think he healthy. You mean to tell me this man missed the first how many games during the start of the season? Come back, he got to play his way into shape. Then he played 19 games. Then they go on another break. Come back. He go on a 3-month break. Come back. And then got to be on minutes restriction again. What am I missing? I know this is the franchise. I know that this is a great player. But come on now. 15 minutes out of a 19-year-old kid. 19 years old, 15 minutes. He's better off not playing if y'all trying to play him on the minutes restriction. Have him sitting out the last minutes of the 8 minutes of the game. Well, I don't understand what the Pelicans trying to do. Are y'all trying to make the playoffs or are y'all just trying to make ratings? Because at the end of the day, everybody watching the Pelicans to see Zion. Let's just cut the BS. And we not getting the 360 dunks like we getting in high school and college. We getting these two-handed rim grazer slams. Okay, it's solid. But what else? What else? What am I? Like, where's the confusion at? Is this man hurt or is he not hurt? Y'all posting this man on Instagram, got him looking like Bane, all musculared out, all toned up. And then when we see him on the court, 15 minutes. Stop catfishing, Pelicans. Stop catfishing. Then you got Lonzo Ball out here, man. Mister, can I please get a damn jump shot ball? Yo, I respect the form. He changed the form. He clearly putting the work in. You gonna have bad nights shooting, but come on, Zo. You better than that, Zo. I ain't even gonna say nothing else to you. You know you better than that, Zo. B.I., yo, for Brandon Ingram right now, I need the Pelicans to put their franchise around him. That is your franchise. Brandon Ingram, B.I., 14. That's the franchise right there. These other people that you got claiming this the franchise is playing 15 minutes. Minutes restriction. B.I. getting buckets out there. B.I. is really he's the team right now, man. Build your team around B.I. Because as we see, some people just have minute restrictions right now, man. And it's okay. Maybe we ain't gonna have this problem next year and hopefully for the next 20 years on the court and beyond. But Pelicans, please stop saying that, Zion, he's in great shape. He's in a great mind. And y'all only giving us 15 minutes of role player minutes out of him. Come on. I really need y'all to step your game up out here, man. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the Pelicans. B.I., respect you. Y'all know I respect Zion. But come on, y'all. 15 minutes, no boards. No boards, 15 points. So he scored a point a minute. That's respectable. It's hard getting buckets in the NBA. I'm not saying it's easy. But don't hype this guy up to be the next one if you got his ass on a 15-minute restriction. Stop catfishing, Pelicans. Stop catfishing. If he ain't ready yet, say he ain't ready. Stop building him up to be the next one, and he only playing 15 minutes. I'm done. Thank you. And now we got the Battle of LA. King James versus the Claw. PG-13 versus AD. Kuz versus Lou Will. JR versus Harold. That's how I'm feeling right now, man. The Lakers end up edging this out 103-101. This was a great back and forth game. The Lakers was up by double digits. The Clippers was up by double digits. But it came down to the final bell. You already know the Claw had 28, PG had 30. AD had 34, LeBron had 16, 7, and 11. Now, to anybody else standard, that 16, 7, and 11 will be a career game. But for LeBron's standard, the standard he set, nah, that ain't gonna cut it. But that also showed down the stretch, when he not making shots earlier in the game, he's still the best player, and he will make the plays that matters at the end. And that's what he proved. And he locked up defensively. He took on the assignments. You know, Kawhi Leonard had a very hard time getting to his spots versus LeBron. PG scored an effortless 30 points. Like, that 30 was like a smooth ass 30 points right there. Kawhi Leonard really had to work for that 28, if that makes sense. You know, the people that know basketball, that really know the game, they go vouch for that. But, Bron, 16, I wouldn't really call that being locked up. I feel like he exerted so much on defense, and I also feel like he usually picked his spots the first game. He was down there giving me Game 7, 2016 Golden State vibes with the defense he was playing. That was unrelentless right there. That was like, okay, you want this crown? You want LA? You got to take it from me. Like, that was that type of defense. LeBron played inspiring defense, and everybody, levied up behind him, and that's what it came out to be. AD with 34. He's going to average 30 against if they play the Rockets, he's going to average 30. If they play the Clippers, that's going to be 30. They're too small. They have bigs with Zubac and Noah, but it's Zubac and Noah. Like, I mean, you can respect it, but at the end of the day, AD's still getting 30. That's 30 ball right there. AD's getting 30 a game against the Clippers. The problem is going to be for their third score. Who's going to be that third? Got to step up for when LeBron needs some rest and AD needs some rest. This Clipper team that they facing is loaded. The bench is loaded. That's 40 points that they was missing with Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams. Off the bench, that's 40 points right there. They two stars just gave you 58. And they got 40 more coming off the bench for you. So if I'm the Lakers, I would feel happy that I won. But I would also keep that in the back of my mind like, they was missing 40 points off the bench. But, I mean, they can also say we won and LeBron didn't play his best game. Sorry, my voice. I'm trying to talk a little loud this early up in the morning. I'm trying to give out this cloth. But, yeah, that was a great game. Hopefully we see this in the Western Conference Final. I would love to see this for 7 games. But I really think the Clippers is going to edge it out in 7. Because I feel like the depth, and I feel like it's just going to be too much bodies you can throw at LeBron. They'll give up AD 30. Let AD have his 30. But if they can control LeBron, that's really gonna be the deciding factor. Cause LeBron, he's the Lakers' best player, and AD, he's the Lakers' most important player. Cause he lead in every stat. Rebounding, defensively, points per game. Plus, he's that guy that's important. But LeBron, we know, is the best player. So if they really want to win, they're gonna need guys like Kuz that's gonna give them 10. They gonna need a solid 15 from Kuz, not even 10. Come on, Kuz. He stepped up, but let's have more consistency. J.R. Smith, that's an X factor right there. I don't know which one I'm gonna get, but he gotta step it up. Dion Waiters played a great part. This Laker team can do something with Danny Green. They just gotta make shots. They got to make shots to stay in this game, and they need a third ball handler. But that was a great game by the Lakers and Clippers, and the fans want to see it one more time. We got to see that again. We got to see that again. You already know. Let's go to the Bucks and the Celtics right here. They won 119-112. Chris Middleton gave me 18. Brook Lopez gave me 14. Giannis gave me 36, 7, and 15. The Celtics, Marcus Smart gave me 23. Jaylen Brown gave me 22. Kemba gave me 16. But Tatum, you give me 7 points? This might be worse than Zion. Tatum, you get the new hairstyle and don't know how to act, huh? Tatum, you get ranked and get shown all this love and don't know how to act, huh? 7 points? Are you a role player now? You're a role player. Because 7 points is not going to cut it. And you want to take that next step. Everybody feel like you ready to take that next step. But, you got to ask yourself, are you ready to take this next step? Are you ready to be the man? Kemba can't be the man in Boston for the Celtics to win. You have to be the man in Boston for the Celtics to win, and everybody knows that. Jaylen Brown is a great piece. Gordon Hayward is a great piece. The team is nice, but you have to be the top dog, and 7 points is not gonna cut it. Giannis, you prove while you the MVP, but it's some favorable calls you be getting, man. It's some favorable calls you be getting with them travels. You fouled out at least twice on my count. Somebody fact check me on that, but I swear Giannis fouled out. But yeah, that was a rusty game from the referees, but even more of a rusty game from Jason Tatum with a provocative 7 points. Come on now. You way better than that. I ain't even really want to speak on that game because that game was just too fugazi for me. The way how Giannis was getting these calls where you thinking that he fouled out and he didn't. And it just looked a little bit too OP for me right there. I wasn't emotionally ready to, even speak on that. Because to the Irish fan, it don't look right. It don't look right. Watching a player, foul out twice down there. But that referees keeping them in the game to keep them in the game. It ain't had that right feel to it. But Jason Tatum, your game didn't have a right feel to it the whole damn night. 7 points. It's time for you to either cut off the hair, change the vibe up in the quarantine, change up the vibe up in the bubble, play some J. Cole. Play some Cole, man. Get in that mind frame. Get in the intellectual mind frame. Get in that mind frame of like, yo, it's my time now. Because that's what we think. Everybody think that you the next one, man. The problem. But yesterday you were a problem. You were a problem to the TV. You were a problem to your teammates. You were just a problem, Tatum. So please take that 7 points and go back to the drawing board. Thank you. Oh, I'm looking at the stat sheet all the way wrong. That was 7 rebounds you had, Tatum. You had 5 points. 5 points. 5 points. I'm not gonna say much after that. I'm over here. I'm giving you a friendly 7 and you only have 5. What you have? 5 on it? I am done. Thank you again, Tatum. Thank you. Now, last but not least, we got the Houston Rockets versus the Dallas Mavericks. Saying that this was a defensive game would be an understatement. The Rockets end up winning this 153-149. So basically, we got an all-star game out of this one. The Beard ended up having 49, 8, and 9, with Westbrook 31, 8, and 11. But Luka poured in with a 28, 10, 13, and KP had a solid 39 and 16. Yo, the Rockets is small. You know what they gonna do. Westbrook is basically gonna be their center going in the paint, but they shooting threes. Harden being Harden cooking. I don't see this Rocket team ever winning the finals. This is going to be probably the most funnest team in the NBA, though. One of the most funnest teams in the NBA to watch because they're positionless. But they're so small. I'm telling you, any good big man can give the Rockets some problems. And what they going to try to do, I feel, is play the scoring game. They giving up twos for threes, and they go run you. They go outrun you. But other than that, I just see the Rockets as just being a cool team. But they'll eventually lose to a better team with a big man. And, you know, that's just it. For the Mavericks, I feel like they're a dark horse in the conference, especially with Luka, KP, Hardaway, Trey Burke performing the way that he did last night. If he could continue that play, they'll be a great formidable team and definitely a dark horse that don't nobody want to see in the playoffs if they can get it together at the right time. The Rockets, I just want to just say again, that was a great game to watch, exciting game to watch. I still feel like they should have got a big man, just something to just have in the paint. Y'all just so damn small. But the team's so exciting, so I guess we got to just take the good with the bad when it come with y'all. Harden, to me, man, best scorer right now on the planet. So it's just really Harden, Westbrook, and then everybody else just got to just show up and perform. If Westbrook can hit some threes, though, more consistently, they can even be probably more even dangerous. But Westbrook, you know he's going to be a relentless driver, and he's always going to give you 100% every night. So I'm not, you ever go question Westbrook heart. Westbrook, you know where his heart at. When you see him on the court, you know that's a player that's giving you 100% and never go cheat you out the game. Ever. So I just want to just say that. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Sports Cloth. We will have another episode next week of games that I want to talk about and also other topics that I feel like I want to talk about as well. Once again, everybody, stay on your purpose, live life graciously, thank God, and just know that you are the motherfucking truth. Y'all already know I'm out. Cloth!